Don Johnson, Airbrush The Magazine, with another artist interview. If you haven't seen him before, we interview all sorts of artists in the airbrush and custom painting world, just to introduce them to you and hopefully sort of an educational thing as far as marketing and new stuff for people just wanting to get into this. I just have to say, both issues of the magazine are in the mail already. I have to thank Tammy at Tamco Paint, Jack at Trulers, and Cat at Fisheye Filters for helping out with this. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Jordan from JBo Airbrush is my artist tag, and I'm from Calgary, Canada, hence the beard and the warm sweater. Staying warm.
Yeah, that's why I live in Florida.
Yeah, it must be nice. Must be nice. It's warming up here now anyway, though.
Yeah. How long have you been painting, airbrushing?
Well, I've been airbrushing for about 10 years, and I've been doing it full-time for like 8. So I did it as like a hobbyist for a bit, and then I even got a kind of art job painting like large props, like fake dinosaurs for museums and floats for parades, that kind of thing. Did that for like 1 year, and then moved to just painting on my own, working out of my garage. And I'm still working out of my garage. Works great.
Oh, yeah. Your goalie masks are beautiful. Especially the portrait ones. I mean, those aren't hard to put. Those are very hard to pull off. And yours are exceptional. I really like them.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, and it's such small detail on those ones, too. So, like, each head's just like 3 inches or something like that. And spending a couple days on each one. So it was a grind. It took longer than I was hoping it would.
Is that what you do mostly? Is goalie masks?
No, I'm sort of I kind of end up being an everything guy because I'm not just like just advertising my business as like a goalie shop or a goalie mask painter. So I'll do I did murals a lot before, and I'm doing bikes and helmets. I do get a decent amount of work in helmets and masks, and I painted a decent amount of skeleton helmets as well, like the downhill face first luge sport. I've done quite a few of those for the Olympic athletes and things like that. So I get quite a bit of those. Decent amount of goalie masks, bike stuff. I sort of mix it up, but I'm not doing too much on location stuff like murals anymore. I'm mostly trying to keep working within my shop.
Yeah, I don't like going out of my shop either. It's
totally
just got to be too much dragging the compressor around. And all the paint and everything, and as soon as you get there and you get started, you realize you
forgot something.
Something.
every time, yeah.
No, I don't want to do it.
It's more convenient, stay in there, stay warm, and stay, again in Canada. So just like having a nice workspace and everything's set up and good to go there. And now I've been working a lot. I film basically everything I do, so I've got time-lapse videos of everything. So I have a nice little setup with a backdrop, and I'm just, it gets me good little videos, and I don't really like to basically film everything now. Get some sort of social media attention out of every piece. It's helpful.
Well, everybody likes video. Nobody wants to read anymore. Everybody wants to look at the video. So.
Yeah, I guess that's the way with the millennials. Driver's seat. Yeah.
Oh, well. Hey, what advice do you have for those new getting into this?
Well, I think a huge part of it now in terms of like getting business, I mean, in the painting side, I guess is a different thing, but in terms of business, is to just be active on social media. Like I've been trying to really push my YouTube channel, and to do so, you gotta be on, on Instagram, on Facebook, sharing the videos, going on your story, telling people what's up. Like that's sort of the new thing. I guess the millennial in me likes that part of it even, you gotta be active and talking to people. You could be the greatest artist in the world, and if no one could see it, who would know, and how's that going to help you? So that's even what I'm talking about with filming everything that I do. It's just gets you out there so much more, getting shares from this company or page, and it's really helpful. And I guess on the art side of things, if you're just starting out, I mean, watch videos. There's tons of access to free information out there on YouTube and wherever else, magazines. Read, watch, and just grind, I guess, till you get at a level that you're good enough to start making money or doing work for strangers. Because at first you're going to just be painting stuff for yourself and your friends. They'll take advantage of you there, and then later
you
take
get a
advantage.
million friends as soon as they know that you can paint. Family's the worst.
Yeah, well, yeah, still that sucks. I always find at first people were like, all right, here's my thing, don't ruin it, you know? I guess you can practice on it, don't wreck it. And now it's like you'll get in line, I guess, if you want something done.
Yep. I agree with YouTube. I started my YouTube channel in 1997.
Holy cow, so
and
that's good, early adopter.
4 million views.
Wow.
It's pretty. And all I do is I'm never in the video. It's just me painting something, and it's just moments in the shop when I just stop and just start filming. So
totally
nothing fancy about it.
Airbrush POV. Yeah.
But it's
that's how I film them too, though. It's like sometimes I'll do a talk thing at the beginning, but I've got the backdrop set up, and now I film with my phone because the cameras are just so good with the phones, and it's just sort of like right here, and I basically work behind it. It doesn't really get in my way too much. It's a good system for sure. And then the person learning, it's the best way to learn because it looks like you're doing it, you know.
Yeah. Have you thought of doing any Facebook Live stuff?
I've gone live a couple of times, but I just find so much of the stuff that I do is so time intensive that it's not super great. So I've done sort of like unmasking live. That works a little bit better because it's just going to be at most a half an hour of taking all the masking off, and it sort of is a nice reveal of the artwork. There's going to be some touch-ups and stuff after, but it's a nice way to do it. In terms of like painting live, I don't like it so much, but I've done it just out of boredom even. Just I'll be painting something and might as well go on and then chat with people. It gets pretty distracting though because, you're trying to check the feed to see who's talking and definitely get less work done. But it's a good way to interact, obviously, with people as well.
Yeah. How do people get a hold of you? Your social media contacts or website?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'd say most of the contacts for jobs I get are either through my website, like through email through my website, or honestly just any of those social medias. YouTube, people will comment, hey, could I get something done after they see a video? Or obviously Instagram, they'll message me. There's just any of those social medias, but I feel like that's the majority of where they're coming from these days. And I'm sure people locally are just Googling and finding my site because there's only going to be so many people in your local market, right?
Well, YouTube is the second largest search engine there is behind Google. So YouTube is a pretty good place to be. Yeah,
for sure. I've been pushing there more, and even on my Instagram and everything, I'm trying to push everyone towards my YouTube. There's longer form, videos, so you can really get better instructional videos out there rather than everything being condensed to 1 minute or like it used to be 15 seconds, everything's so sped up at that rate. So you can do better instructional videos on YouTube. Definitely.
You want to give people your social media links?
Sure. I'm basically JBo, which is JBo Airbrush on everything, like at JBo Airbrush on Instagram. JBoAirbrush.com is my website. Facebook is just JBo, I think, space Airbrush. I'm on Twitter, but I don't use it. So it exists, but I'm on all the other ones. And and YouTube as well, JBo space Airbrush. You'll find me if you search it. It shouldn't be too hard.
Cool. Well, I love talking to you. It was good.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Anytime. And your masks, again, are excellent. I really like what you're doing with the goalie masks and stuff.
Very cool. Thanks a lot.
Very impressive. Anytime. It was nice meeting you.
Cool, man. So that's that?
Yeah, hang on 1 minute.
Oh.